Whoa. Finally, it's here. This is the GoPro Hero 9 Black, and this was actually expected to come on Friday, and I was planning the entire weekend of testing and doing comparisons and so on. But yeah, here we are, Wednesday. Well, at least it finally arrived, right? So today we're gonna do an unboxing. Well, you probably know what's inside, so I'm not gonna do a full in-depth unboxing now because I feel it's a little bit late for that. But what I'm gonna give you is the best settings for filmmakers and for vloggers. So there's basically two different type of settings, one for vlogging and one for cinematic video. And this is what I've used for the GoPro Hero 8 as well. It's the same cinematic settings and the same vlogging settings. Two different settings, as I said, and I will go through the settings that I used for my GoPro Hero 8 and which I will be using for the GoPro Hero 9 as well in this video. Now first, let's do a fast unboxing here, and we're just gonna tear this open. And this I don't need. And yeah, another thing with the GoPro Hero 9, I don't know if this is something new with GoPro, but they had like this hour sale. So I managed to pick up the diving house for, I think it was 60% off, and a spare battery and the charger for 70% off. So it's a pretty good deal if you ask me. And they also included a micro SD card, 32 gigabytes. Well, I'm gonna fill that up quite fast. One thing that I want to say, if you are considering getting a GoPro Hero 9, is that if it's still valid on GoPro's website, you will put your GoPro in the cart and you will be asked if you want to do their subscription, the GoPro Plus. And if you do that, you will get a discount of the on the GoPro Hero 9 itself. And what you can do is to simply simply sign up for the GoPro Plus 1 month only. And once you've done that, you get the discount on the GoPro Hero 9. And once you kind of get it to yourself, once it's delivered at your door, you can simply unsubscribe to the Plus because you can cancel anytime, and then you sorta saved, I don't know, $100 or something like that. That means the GoPro Hero 9 will only cost you around $350 or something like that. So keep that in mind if you consider getting the GoPro Hero 9. Now let's take a quick dive into the accessories which I got for the GoPro Hero 9 as well. So we basically have the dual battery charger plus a battery, because in here you get a battery, and I got a spare battery here. So let's see here, I'm just gonna tear this open. I don't really feel like I don't even have an overhead shot now because we are in the middle of moving, as a lot of you know as well. And that's how that is. So here we have the dual charger. This can hold two batteries. It's dual charger. You get the included cable as well, USB-C to USB-A, and a bigger and better battery. Moving over to the next one, this is the diving case. I always get a diving case when I buy a new camera or an action camera. I don't know why, it's just every single time I buy a new action camera, I get the diving case as well. Just in case I can travel, you know, we can't do that now, but just in case I can travel, I want to have my camera as safe as possible when I go under water. Doesn't matter if it's waterproof down to 33 feet, I still want to have it, I want to have my action camera clean, free of salt water and all of that. And this is basically the diving house. It looks like every other single diving house that they sell, and you just open it like this, you put it in and you take it underwater and you do your stuff. Now over to the Hero 9 itself. This is a little bit messy, sorry about that. And we have the Hero 9 actually coming with a soft case. This is not a hard case. This is, well, like sort of hard, but anyway, it's really, really nice that they include a case for your GoPro. I mean, you can put your GoPro Hero 8 in here if you are using the GoPro Hero 9. Let's say you're going to travel somewhere, then you can simply put your GoPro Hero 8 in here, keep it safe while you are using your GoPro Hero 9, or the other way around. And here we have it, the GoPro Hero 9. And as you can see, just at first glance here, we have the GoPro Hero 8 here. Let me see if I can angle these straight. You can see that the 9 is a little bit bigger and a little bit wider and a little bit fatter. And the height of it is also the almost the same here. It's a little bit larger, or a little bit higher, I mean, than the GoPro Hero 8. Now, whoa. Close. That was close. That was close. Thank God it's an action camera, and thank God we have a removable lens, just in case I destroy it. Now let's do a tiny bit of oh, that's a nice sound. That's a beautiful sound. This. I don't know if that was too loud, but anyway, here, oh, there's one more. So here we have the GoPro Hero 9 Black, and I must say, this is something that I have been waiting for a very long time. We have the, let's see, here we have it. We have the DJI Osmo Action here, and the size comparison here, you can see the Osmo Action is fairly small compared to the Hero 9 here. Someone would prefer a smaller action camera than a larger one, and I can relate to that. I mean, this one takes up less space in your pocket than this one, but again, which one is the best? And will DJI kind of step up the game to get close to what this can do when it comes to stabilization and the vertical, what's the name? The vertical horizon leveling. It's not new for GoPro, it's been in the Max, but for the GoPro Hero line, it's brand new. And this is something that I can see myself use a lot. Now, we're not gonna do any comparison or any test footage in this video. I'm gonna simply turn this on and we're gonna go through the settings that I will use in the future and how I set up my GoPro Hero 8 for cinematic video and for vlogging. So once you first turn on your GoPro Hero 9, you will get straight to the language section. And we are going to keep this on English, so we're going to tap on the check mark here on the top right corner. And here we have some legal stuff by using this GoPro, and you need to agree to this, I guess. So we're just going to go on and agree to this. Here we have the GPS location. I don't want to use that right now, so I'm going to tap on off. Now, you will also need to connect this to your smartphone device, whether it's an iPhone or if it is an Android phone. And once you downloaded the GoPro app, you can get into the different settings here. And let's see if I can turn on screen record here so you can see what I am doing as well. So now that we are inside of the GoPro Hero app, or the GoPro app, we're going to go over to the bottom left corner here where you have the GoPro icon down here, and here you can see my GoPro Hero 8. We're gonna go to the let's see, we don't have any cameras here, which is Hero 9, so we're gonna tap on the plus on the top right, and it will now search for your GoPro. So here you can see that we found the GoPro Hero 9, and we're gonna connect camera. And this is because that GoPro is checking for updates depending on when you got your Hero 9. And I'm simply gonna change the name of this as well to the previous GoPro I had, which was the 8 one, so RobHK Hero 9 Black, and done. Save new name, and we are soon good to go with the settings. So now that we confirmed the new name of the GoPro Hero 9 and we changed it to RobHK Hero 9 Black. We also get an automatic camera update available here, and this will automatically update your GoPro Hero 9 to the latest software, which might contain bug fixes and so on. So we're just going to continue this, and we're going to come back to the settings once we have updated our camera. So now that we updated the GoPro Hero 9, the first thing I'm gonna do is to change some settings here. The front-facing screen is something that I would like to see maybe the actual screen. And here you can also choose between if you want to see the status only, the full screen, or the actual screen. I would prefer the actual screen so I can see the recording mode and all of that, just like I do with the Osmo Action. So we're going to tap on OK on that, and then we're going to move over to the right hand side here, and we're going to go into preferences, and I'm going to find general info, and I'm going to turn the beep volume off or to low. This is something that I find really annoying, and I don't really like to have the beeps as I'm starting and stopping recording. Quick capture for me is something that I like to have on as well. And auto power off should just say on 15 minutes. LEDs is something that I turn off as well. And this is because the LEDs are actually taking power as well. So I don't really have them on, because then I can probably have a couple of minutes longer recording time. Anti-flicker is set to default by 60 Hz. I'm gonna keep it on 60 Hz for now. And we also have the remaining settings here. This is something that I just keep as it is. And if we move over to displays here, we have orientation all. This is something that I usually have as well. Brightness to 80%. I like to have this at 100% so I can see in bright sunlight as well. Now let's move back to the left side here. We have grid here, which is something that I like to use so I can frame my shots, and it's easier to kind of use the rule of thirds and so on, depending on what I want to shoot. Now we also have orientation here, which is locked and then unlocked. This is something, like I said, I use all the time on orientation on, so I can use it for photos and vertical videos and so on. Now here on the right hand side we have max lens. I don't have the max lens, so this is something that we cannot use, especially for now. Now when it comes to the settings here, let's go over the cinematic settings first, and I'm going to tap hold on the standard here. And what I will be using for this is actually 5K. I use this for 4K, but now I'm going to use it for 5K instead, since we have that option. And this also works well with LumaFusion. And if you're new to this channel, checking out this GoPro video, most of the content which is on this channel is LumaFusion related. So now that we place this on 5K, we're going to go back here, just tap on 5K here, and we're going to go to lens. This is for cinematic videos here, and I'm going to take this down to I'm not sure if I want to use this with the horizon leveling here, because that kind of prevents me from doing these cinematic videos, or the transition between the videos that I want to do. So I'm gonna keep this on linear for now, and hyper smooth is on, and schedule capture, nothing that I need for my cinematic video, and duration no limits, and hindsight is something that I also want to keep off. And this is simply because when I'm filming cinematic videos, I don't need to capture 15 seconds or 30 seconds before I actually press the shutter button. Timer off, and zoom, it's just going to be like that. And bitrate, I want to change the bitrate to high. And when it comes to shutter, I always keep the shutter, if possible, on the double amount of the frames that I have. So I have 24, then I'm going to keep this on 48. Sometimes I crank it up to 96 or on auto, but most of the time I'm using this on double the frame rate. Auto balance I keep on auto if I can. ISO max is something that I put down to 800. Usually I don't film in higher than 800 when I film these cinematic videos, so I keep this on max 800, or I pick up a better camera like the Sony a7 III, which is here, when I'm gonna film in dark environments and so on. Sharpness is high, and I actually like to use the GoPro colors when I shoot cinematic with this, because I have my own GoPro LUTs, which you can also find on RobHKvlogs.com, which works perfect for the GoPro Hero 8 and also for the GoPro Hero 9 and 7 and so on, because these are made for the GoPro color. And that's basically the settings that I have for the cinematic videos. I barely use any of the shortcuts because I have all the settings that I need placed here. So that's basically the cinematic settings that I have. And let's move over to another one here for vlogging. And we can simply choose the activity here. And for this, I like to have the boost here on the right hand side as well, because depending on what I film and if I need boost and so on. And for vlogging, I can see myself using the horizon leveling quite a lot. But let's first go over to lens here. And for lens, I barely use any super wide angle. I always go with wide. And for this one, we're gonna go up to 4K. And we're gonna go to 60. Now moving down here, we have scheduled capture. This is something that I will not use for this. And we also have the hindsight as well. And this is maybe something that I would keep on 15 seconds just in case I am vlogging and missing something else. We can actually take this up to 30 seconds. Now we can keep it at 15 seconds here. Now moving down to the standard bitrate, I keep this again on high. Here I will choose auto shutter, and exposure value compensation, I will change this to plus 0.5. And for the max ISO here, I'm gonna go down to 800 as well. And for white balance, we're gonna keep auto. For sharpness, high, and GoPro color, and that's about it. When it comes to the wind reduction noise, I think the auto is doing a really impressive job. So I'm always keeping the wind reduction on auto when it comes to my GoPros. For the Osmo Action, well, I tend to keep it off. So there you have the settings that I use for my GoPro Hero 8 and the settings that I will use for the GoPro Hero 9. Now there's only one more thing to do, and that is to get out and test this, do some comparisons, and to see if this actually is worth the hype or if it's just another GoPro camera. Now with that said, I really hope that you enjoyed this video as well. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and if you want to see more GoPro content in the future. Now I'm really excited to test out the 5K on this camera here. I know for sure that this is something that we can use with LumaFusion, but again, it's all about the overlapping abilities in LumaFusion. Once you put 1 or 2 or 3 5K video files and overlap them with the blending modes or transitions and so on, will LumaFusion be able to cope with that? I know for sure that 4K is possible, but it's a pain when it comes to your workflow. So in the next few videos, we will be testing out the 5K of this. We will be testing out the front-facing screen as well. Well, there's not much to test with that. It's basically the same as the Osmo Action, but DJI was kind of on the market before GoPro when it comes to the front-facing camera, or front-facing screen, of course. So with that said, I think I'm just gonna end it here, because this it's a bit late here on the invisible watch, so I'm gonna hit the bed, and I'll see you guys in the next video for some GoPro Hero comparison and testing.